After reading the Beyond the Story of BTS, these are some of BTS's lines which piercing through heard. If you haven't read the book yet, I can make the video by reading the book, so if you want then comment down below. Jope said that actually, I didn't want to let them know we were going through a difficult time emotionally. I only wanted to present a good image to them, and only good things. I didn't want to show them a shadow. Jin says that we really had almost no days off. So, at the time, I wondered whether it was right for a person to live life as exhausted as this. V says that it was stressful. Before, I could quietly go wherever I wanted and just quietly do what I wanted. But from that point onward, at the same time as starting to feel, oh, guess we really have become more famous, I began to think, guess this kind of private life won't be easy now. Jimin says that people used to say that BTS's vocals were lacking. Every time I heard that, my heart broke. V says that but at the broadcasting stations, we'd always be the first to say hello and greet everyone, the Sunbays and the Hubays alike, but some people just ignored us and passed right by, or mocked us for not even being candidates for top place. After the broadcast, we all got into the van together. Someone was crying, someone was getting really mad, and someone just couldn't speak. That unspeakable disappointment and that tear-jerking emotion was too much. Suga says that she'd had surgery after having me. My mom had got really sick because I was born. It made me feel somehow guilty. Ever since I was little, I would think, was it right that I was born? I need to do everything I can for her, no matter what it is. Maybe that was why I was hungry for success. I believe they're the reason for my existence. These people, speaking like that, others might say, hey, come on now, but that's how I feel. If you remove the fans from my life as an idol, I'm a really pathetic person. I'm just nothing. Back then, the world I saw was like, in one word, hell. I wasn't hoping for much. We were a group in our early 20s, and there were even teenagers among us. What did they dislike so much to do that to us? Why did they hate us? V says that I often cried because I felt guilty that one don't want to become a burden to BTS. I was worried that because of me, cracks would form in the heavy and stable wall called BTS. I didn't want to fall behind these perfect people. Arm says that we'd been invited, but it didn't feel like that in reality. This was because our crew were way over there, and the 7 of us were seated together, and I thought, there's really no one on our side. V says that at one point I had a bad shot. The Hyungs I was acting with taught me a lot, but I couldn't pull it off. I thought I completely ruined one scene where I had to show emotion, and I was worried that because of that I might hear, Ponton's acting sucks. This was the first time a BTS member was acting on screen, and if I messed it up, people might look down on us. So I told myself, I'll do my best, but when I messed up that shot, no one said anything bad, but I already felt that way in my own head. I was really depressed. Suga says that we all wanted to say, let's quit, but none of us could bring ourselves to do it. I just hope this scary situation is over as soon as possible. I couldn't be glad in the moments I was supposed to be glad, and I couldn't be happy in the moments I was supposed to be happy. Jin says that at the end of the day, BTS has 7 members. I believe the team couldn't stay together if even one of us left. V says that we were working on Love Yourself, but we couldn't love ourselves. Jimin says that I saw a video of our fans doing a crowd sing-along. Watching that, I thought, so this is what we worked so hard for. That was when I started to recover. Jin says that even things like going to an amusement park in the middle of the tour gave me a lot of heartache. I might go with my manager or bodyguard or interpreter, but even if I tried to get them to enjoy themselves, this is work for them in the end, which makes it impossible for them to relax. I was basically alone and having fun. Jungkook says that and the people who worked at the company also found it hard to feel relaxed around us. Back when we could go about as we pleased, we would hang out with the staff and do shoots, and it was fun. But now, it was hard to do little things like that. Jin says that I couldn't stand it if everyone else is working hard and I just become this weak link in the group. So I had no choice but to work as hard as possible myself. Jimin says that it must have become rooted in me, like some kind of obsession, that if I don't act the way people wanted me to, or if I didn't give as much as others wanted me to give, I would be a worthless kind of person. Suga says that there are going to be other successful artists in the future, and I look forward to that. but they might feel what I'm feeling now. The anxiety I feel. But not everyone tells you. Being successful is scary. Jimin says that I did a lot of thinking. I know this is a bit extreme, but I even had thoughts like, one works so hard to be a part of this S group, but what if the team disappears? It was really hard. Jungkook says that until now, the biggest blessing of my life is meeting these hyungs. Jope says that we're basically family, if you think about it. I've seen more of them than my actual family these past 10 years. If any of them feel sick or happy or sad, I immediately feel the same way. It just happened like that, all of a sudden. When they suffer, I want to be next to them. And when they rejoice, I want to laugh with them. And when they have worries, I want to listen to them. I think that's who we are to each other. I always want to express my thanks to the other members, and we keep running ahead with the thought of, if ARMY can smile and rejoice, that is our ultimate happiness. Okay, here are some of reminder that nothing is easy, but if we keep trying without thinking about other, just aim your goal and blur everything aside. It's not easy to be BTS, but they remind us that ARMYs made it possible and easy for them. So please love and support them until end. Thank you ARMYs for loving them from Ponton and love from Aramigirl Girl 2 that we meet you BTS ARMY forever. And if you want to read beyond the story of BTS, I can make a video of it. Audiobook maybe? So if you want, then comment down below.